Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I thought I'd give you a sneak peek of the project that I'm making for myself today, and then we'll put it together. So, I am using the laser cutter to make a cell phone stand for the season, and I'm sorry about the lighting. However, I am getting some proper lighting from Amazon since this area is darker, and we'll be able to take a couple of better videos. But for now, we're going to work with what we have. So right now the process that I'm going to do is called marking. I have laid my basswood in the bottom, and what I'm going to do is tell my machine exactly where my wood lays. So give me one moment and we'll see that. So in order to do that, I go to Creative, Xtool Creative, and I uh, hit the marking, and then I come over here, and I have a laser crosshair. I put it on one corner of my wood and I hit the white button on the front. That corner is now marked. I then pull it over and down to the opposite corner, line it up, hit the white button. That corner is now marked. I go back to my creative and I hit the complete button, and it will show me the completed area for my project, where it has to sit in creative space. So give me 1 second and I will do that, and then we're going to measure the depth of the wood. So now what is happening is the laser has a little pin on the end, and it comes down against the wood and tells the machine exactly how thick my wood is. That is now done, and I can go ahead and start processing because my design fits right into where we want it to go. Let's get started. I will warn you now, it will be a bit noisy as I have turned on my air assist and I have turned on the fire suppression in case of fire. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, of course, simply because it does take a bit of time. So I will pause and come back when it's finished. I wanted you to have an idea of how it works and what it sounds like. So right now it is just engraving. And that is it. The head will continue to go back and forth. Uh, you guys can't see the laser, but it is flashing and working, doing its job. So I will pause now so you don't have to listen to all of this, and I will come back when we're putting it together. Okay, guys, it's still working away. And there was a few things I wanted to tell you. So I told you that I had the air assist turned on. Not only does that help to remove the smoke that is contained within the laser cutter, but it also helps with any of the, I call it overburn that occurs. I'm not exactly sure what the technical term is. I will show you when it's done. And then I also have a fire suppression unit turned on. I am terrified, or was terrified, to use a laser. The last thing I want to do is cut out something as simple as a Halloween project, like a stand for my cell phone or whatever, and burn my house down. It's the last thing anybody wants to do. So one of the first things, or along with our machine, one of the first things that I ordered um, was the fire suppression unit. I wanted to be sure that I had all the safety in place. I did not buy the desktop um, air purifier. My husband kindly put a sheet of plexiglass in the window, He siliconed the hose that comes with it through the hole in the plexiglass, and it works perfectly. I get no smell, or I shouldn't say no. Depending on the job I'm doing, I get very little smell here in the craft studio. So I'm really happy with that. Some of you have asked me, what can my machine do? Why is it different? Why did I pick this one? My machine is a laser cutter, paper cutter, engraver. It uses pens. It does stickers. And most importantly, not only does it cut out the stickers, it prints the stickers. You heard me right. It comes with a printhead. Now, it is not a top-of-the-line A-plus photographic printhead. It is a printhead, just a simple inkjet printhead. Like that, it just takes an inkjet cartridge. And that's fine for me, right? It does what it needs to do. It looks, to me, great in the end, and that's all I want. But I love the ability to be able to print on wood. To print my stickers and not have to take them out and line them up with a Cricut. It prints them and immediately goes to cutting them. I love that it can print on vinyl. Like, there are many aspects to this machine as I'm using it and getting used to it that I am enjoying, and I will definitely share with you as I go. Do you need to run out and buy one? Definitely not. If you aren't going to be doing wood cutting projects, or if you're going to be doing, say, cutting acrylic, this may not be the machine for you. You might want to go to one that's a little more versatile on the acrylic side. This one will cut it, don't get me wrong, but not a wide selection of the colors that are available. I don't understand how it works, but apparently the laser shoots down and bounces back on itself on certain kinds. And so you might, if it's acrylic that you're focused on, you might want to try a different laser cutter. Mind you, they are coming out with accessories, so all of the heads are removable. Very simply, flip the switch, pull it out, put the next one in, flip the switch the other way. It's simple. So maybe one day it will cut all the acrylics. Who knows? Possibilities are endless. Okay, I'm going to let it finish cutting, and then I'll be back. Hello, everyone, and we're back. I wanted to show you how this comes out of the machine. So it cuts out quite nicely, and you just lift your little pieces, or in some cases, they just fall out. And it's really easy. If they don't just fall out, give them a poke. And if they're a smaller piece of the detail and you can't get your finger to poke, just use one of your pokey tools and just go ahead and give it a poke. So it's that simple. Do not get rid of your cut wood, because there's always a corner you can use. You could use this as a stencil, like this area as a stencil. Make sure you use your wood up, because it's not cheap, guys. So this is our phone case, or stand, sorry. And I mentioned earlier about how sometimes you get a bit of an overburn and that the Air Assist helps with that. Of course, it can't help on the bottom. And this is what I mean. You'll see this. Now, you would get some of that, which it's just, I don't know. I don't know what causes it, really and honestly. But with the Air Assist on, the top seems to come out clear. So now we have this all cut out, and I'm going to keep these little pieces and use them for my granddaughter to glue on to things like her own pumpkin. I'll cut her out a wooden one and she can glue on the mouth and so forth. And we are going to figure out together how this fits together to make our phone stand. So let's do this. Whoops. No. Oh, I see. Okay. I gotcha. Alrighty, it's going to take some figuring because they didn't give me directions. And I also want to varnish this. So how about we do that together? I'll put the varnish on, and then once it's dry, we'll get it all put together. Okay, guys. I knew logically how this went together, but I also knew it wasn't fitting. The strip here was a bit too thin. So off screen, I took my sander and sanded it so it's going to go together and look something like that. And there is room for my cell phone. So I will show you that to sit right on there. So what I do when I varnish, I run a high-tech crafting area, right? So high-tech that my varnishing is done with paper towel. Or if I have one nearby, a baby wipe. I've already shaken this and shaken it and shaken it. Which one am I using here? I am using something written so small it's hard to read. Golden oak. And of course, this is just simple old basswood. And the reason I am just varnishing is because you never know. Some people this year are into doing unique and different things, which means that they want their Halloween and Christmas maybe to be in the blues and the pinks and the whites instead of the reds and the oranges and the greens and so forth. And that's fine. But you want things like your phone stand to fit into that too, right? So if we just varnish, it's good year after year with whatever decor. Sorry about that, guys. Bang the mic. With whatever decor you put out. So there we go. The front is done. And now we will do the little support piece. Here we go. I love this idea. I'm going to do one for Christmas too. And maybe on the Christmas one, we'll use the print head. So there we go. Now normally I would let this dry, but I do want you to see it together. And I will get a better picture. But here we go. Let me just clean this bit up. And it was that simple. Now this one, this design was not made by me. It did come off of Creative Fabrica. So here we go. I love the idea of being able to have, whoops, just let me move you guys back a bit. I moved you to do the shooting at the other one there at the laser cutter, and now I've screwed up my camera. But I did want you guys to have, to keep in mind that you can do things like this just for Halloween, and then you could do another one for Christmas. And if you want to sell them, go right ahead, right? It's all in what you do. So you could very easily have some cute and unique ideas. And the best part is, if you wanted to, because we do like to use our, we like to have our files have more than one way to be made. So I was thinking about it, just this piece here, cut out in paper and snipped off right here, would make a cute little pumpkin pile. Say, resize it down, put it on the front of a card, put it on a scrapbook page, snip it off there, and use it on a round to make a Halloween door hanger. So come on, guys. I know when you look it up on Creative Fabrica that it says it's a phone stand. Think outside of the box, and every time you will get more than one use for your items. Sorry about the camera, guys. I got to get it back into place, I see. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I wish you the best and happy crafting. Bye.